Hey guys, how you doing? Hopefully you're doing okay. Going to read through two articles. The second will just give us a little bit more additional information. Links to both articles are within the description. If you appreciate the coverage, please do like, comment, subscribe. Most importantly, share the video as you see fit. I need to give you a trigger warning. This is an absolutely hideous situation. It involves, oh my god, the murder and the dismemberment of an 11-month-old baby girl, likely at the hands of the father, who is on the run. The father, this is an image of him. Here's a better image of him. His name, Christopher Francisquini. The pronunciation's a little bit off. Christopher Francisquini, 31 years of age, from Connecticut. And he is believed to have murdered his 11-month-old daughter in a town called, I'm going to pronounce it wrong, Naugatuck in Connecticut. The girl's name is Camilla Francisquini, and she was discovered on Friday in the family's home. This article tells us a little bit about the discovery. Officers with the Naugatuck Police Department at approximately 11:30 a.m. on Friday responded to a call about a deceased child at a home located where Francisquini lived with Camilla, his biological daughter, 11 months old. Cops said they found Camilla's body in a state of dismemberment. Clearly, this was an intentional act. After the murder, it's believed that this scumbag, Christopher Francisquini, had an argument with the mother. We don't know if the mother was aware of Camilla's death. We don't know. But there was an argument, and he stormed off. He cut off his ankle bracelet. And he destroyed the mother's cell phone. So he had a GPS tracking device on his ankle. Why would that be? Well, because he's a career criminal. He's a career criminal, and he's been released from 10 years, a 10-year prison sentence for assault. So he was on supervised parole since 2020. But he's carried on. Last year, he was taken into custody again for carjacking and assaulting correction officers. For some reason, you bunch of morons in Connecticut, I'm not going to apologize for my strong words. I will apologize for my strong words. Why? Because they're not strong enough. You bunch of fucking twats in Connecticut thought it would be a good idea to let this absolute fucking scumbag, career criminal, to be released on a $375,000 bond. You fucking idiots. Why would you do that? The guy's clearly an absolute criminal, an absolute twat. 10-year prison sentence for assault. He's on supervised parole. He doesn't take any issues with that. He carries on carjacking. He carries on assaulting correction officers. This is not somebody that deserves to be walking the streets. This is not somebody that has the right to be walking on the streets. Don't give such a pathetically low bond such that people like this scumbag, Christopher Francisquini, can pay a portion of that $375,000 and then be released. Why shouldn't you do that? Because then they can go on to commit further crimes, which seemingly has allegedly happened in this case. He's killed his own 11-month-old daughter. Further, the body was found in a state of dismemberment. Poor baby, Camilla Francisquini. What a poor baby. I am not happy with this. The FBI are offering a $10,000 reward. Why so low? Why so low? This is a scumbag that needs to be apprehended. Look, I don't know about the philosophy of rewards. Sorry, the psychology of rewards. Perhaps there's some benefit in offering what nowadays is a pretty small amount. Perhaps there is. I don't know the ins and outs of rewards. However, my knee-jerk reaction is that's too fucking low. This is a scumbag that needs to be apprehended immediately. And if a reward is going to help encourage people to come forward with information which may lead to the arrest and conviction of this scumbag, then, you know, throw out the cash, splash the cash. Make it 50,000. Make it 100,000. I mean, you're giving $37 billion to Ukraine whenever you feel like it. Let's just try to catch this motherfucker. By the way, this guy is considered dangerous and he is likely armed. We've got a short video that we can play, so I'll play that now. Oops, hang on. Let me play this video.
1-year-old Christopher Francisquini. He lived at the home. His vehicle was found Friday on I-91 in New Haven. Surveillance footage captured this man later in the day, who police say matches the description of Francisquini on Quinnipiac Avenue. Police say anyone who sees him should not approach the suspect, but call 911. He has a history of violent acts and violent crimes.
And it's not lost on me that we are discussing another offender in our community.
It's interesting that they haven't found him yet, and you know, certainly since it happened so close to us, it does make us nervous that he's still on the loose.
This neighbor says he was shocked to hear about the murder.
Yeah, I mean, it would make people nervous, but I mean, it's going to make people disgusted. I'm going to say it again, I'm repeating myself, but it needs to be said. The authorities of Connecticut, perhaps this particular town, Naugatuck, have fucked up. They've let this guy be released. He's legally paid bond. But he's already flagrantly shown how little he respects such things. He's been on supervised parole. He goes carjacking. He gets caught. He attacks a corrections officer. This is not a guy playing by the rules of society. This is a fucking scumbag who deserves the treatment that he's given his own 11-month-old daughter. I'm going to go through a few more details. I need to remind you of the trigger warning. Camilla's death was ruled a homicide. The manner of the death has been classified as being neck compressions, as well as stab wounds. Further to that, Camilla's body was found in a state of dismemberment. What does that mean? I don't want to say what it means. It means certain limbs were cut off. She was stabbed. Her neck was compressed. She was strangled. And this fucking evil scumbag, the sickest, did this to his 11-month-old daughter, dismembered her. He got away, he drove away, so he cut off his ankle bracelet, he drove away, but his vehicle has been found abandoned. So we've seen that short video which shows us you know, the image of what he was wearing. Again, he's considered dangerous, potentially armed, got a real criminal career. He was on special parole after a 10-year prison sentence for assault. Again, he's whilst on supervised parole, he committed carjacking and other things. Absolutely disgusting. Gonna have a look through this article just to fill in any of the further gaps. So yes, choking, stabbing, dismembering his 11-month-old daughter. He faces 1 count of murder. Okay, so seemingly a charge has been made in abstention. Is that the right term? Maybe it isn't. But he's not physically able to be charged, but he is facing 1 count of murder with special circumstances, as well as 1 count of risk of injury to a minor. His bond amount has been sent to $5 million. So that's going to come in handy if he's arrested, and he better fucking be arrested. Connecticut, you bunch of fucking morons. Am I going over? Do you find this offensive? Am I being offensive by calling the state of Connecticut, the judicial system in Connecticut, a bunch of fucking morons? You had him in jail. You fucking released him. That's why they're morons. And the FBI, fuck you. $10,000. Like, why so low? If you want him caught, offer a fucking proper reward. You're asking people to risk their well-being. He's considered dangerous. I mean, obviously he's dangerous. Obviously he's an absolute fucking psycho. Okay, that's pretty much all the information that we have here. So absolutely horrific. Please like, comment, subscribe if you appreciate the topic or the coverage of the topic. If you don't like my approach, it is what it is. You're more than welcome to tell me that you don't. I mean, I could redo this video and tone it down, but why? I don't know. This guy is fucking sick, and Connecticut are fucked up. I really hope that the FBI pull their fucking heads from their asses and catch this cunt. Put him in jail, lock him up. Don't even give him a $5 million bond. Bond rejected. Fuck you. And, I presume the death penalty isn't available in Connecticut. I've not double checked. You absolutely have to give this scumbag life in jail as and when you catch him. And you better fucking catch him. Maybe you run into a little bit of an incident when you do. Maybe he has a little accident when you do catch him. Yeah? Maybe. I wouldn't have a problem with that. And if he does get in jail, let's hope the other inmates have a lot of opportunity to speak with this absolute filthy scumbag in regards to how he's treated 11-month-old Camilla. Choked, stabbed, dismembered to death. I'm going to wrap things up, guys. Take care.